let's say, as we're back for the Saturday championship games. D game, Van Buren, number 1 against Jonesport-Beals, number 7. But don't be misled by a rating of number 7.
No, and I think, Joe, right at the top, we should say you have two teams who like an up-and-down style, and when you get to championship play, something's got to give.
And with that, we'll go over and talk with Ernie Clark.
All righty, here with Jonesport-Beals coach Ordie Alley. We were just talking. You were 6-10 at one point of the season, and there was a thought that maybe you weren't even going to make the tournament. Now you're in the Eastern Maine final.
It's a surprise to an awful lot of people. I think a lot of our fans probably gave up on us somewhat when we were down like that, but the kids never gave up, neither did I. We had 2 home games that were big ones, and they played exceptionally well, I thought. They rebounded from all those losses and won those 2, and up here I've been perfectly satisfied. I thought they've done a great job.
What do you think the keys to today's game will be?
We'll have to try to control that big kid, Mikey, outside and inside. You don't very often have big kids that are a threat in both places, but he is. And the bringing the ball down the floor, and the little boy out front, Pelletier, had a good game the other night. As far as our kids are concerned, I really feel that BJ is going to have a basic game. If he has an exceptional one, that's great, but the key may be our rebounding, whether Josh can play like he has all the tournament, and Jimmy Robinson and Nate and Ray Mills, all those kids the other day had a good game, so we're just hoping for another one today.
Ordie Alley, good luck.
Thank you.
All righty, back to you, Joe.
Thank you, Ernie. You talk about the St. John's Valley and basketball players in the past, like the great Tommy Pelletier from Fort Kent. You have Matt Rosignol here as the coach from Van Buren, who electrified this place back in the 80s, and also Dud Bouchard, who played up at Madawaska for the Owls. But you're going to see a couple of ball players to keep your eye on for the Jonesport-Beals team. As mentioned, BJ is Brian Alley, number 25. He is their all-purpose scorer, and he can score any place on the floor. He's prolific. There's no question about it. You look on the other side, and you look at Nate Marquis. Marquis had a great couple of games and will be key to watch. Now let's go to Ernie Clark.
Oh, Matt, you played here in '85. You're coaching in '98. It's got to be a little bit different.
Well, time sure goes by quickly. Yeah, it's very different. I think I felt a lot more comfortable when I was a player. You have less control as a coach, but I'm very confident in our players' ability. They've worked hard all year. I'm very proud of them. They've played a lot of class, and I'm hoping that we continue that tonight.
Just talk about the keys to today's game.
Well, there's no question we're going to have to rebound with Jonesport-Beals. Historically, they've had a fine tradition of being offensive rebounders, very athletic, good leapers. So we know to do that because of our lack of size, and if we don't rebound, it could be a long day.
Matt, good luck.
Thanks a lot.
All righty, back to you, Joe.
Thank you very much, Ernie. As mentioned, Van Buren, those are guys who are having a great season this year. Also, their outside guard, number 10, Brian Pelletier. I thought I've seen some good guards in this particular tournament. In Class D, you've got 2 fine guys, Brian Pelletier, Van Buren, number 10. There he is right there. Good look at him. He is an exceptionally good ball handler. Doesn't telegraph his passes. Then you look at number 4 on the other side of Jonesport-Beals, Nathaniel Alley, and I thought Alley did just a great job in bringing the ball down as well as feeding the teammates, and he's a seasoned veteran as well.
Yeah, and I think that's a key matchup early. And something else that we might want to look for, Joe, is will Jonesport-Beals give special attention to Pelletier in some type of combination defense to try to keep the floor general from getting the ball into Marquis' hands? That could be something to watch early. And as Ordie Alley said with us the other night in the post-game interview, I think the big key today for Jonesport-Beals, because of Marquis, is to stay out of foul trouble. He doesn't want to get too deep into his bench against the big fella.
The referees for this morning's contest, Kyle Webb and Brian Gallant, Don Petrosky, and 3 able individuals. The new floor here at the Bangor Auditorium. Everyone's raved about it, how well they do like it. And, of course, the closeness of this auditorium, which makes it all for everybody, and a good crowd for a morning session, as the first game found the Wisdom girls winning the Class D championship over Shed 63-43. And, of course, Jonesport-Beals has been here many, many times. And you get it, like he said, if BJ, and we'll be calling him BJ, this is Alley, Brian Alley, he wears number 25. If he has just his average day, but if he has an exceptional day, then watch out. I think he certainly is a key at one end. and Nathan Marquis is the big key at the other end.
And Class D basketball, you have some great scorers here. Kind of like flyweight fighters. They're going to be up and down the floor, and those two players are perimeter players. But again, you look to young Knowlton for Jonesport-Beals. He's been crashing the boards with the best of them here for a week, and he's going to step up and have to play a real big game to keep Marquis from getting second and third shot.
And I think Audie's other question would be that he hopes that Robinson and Mills doesn't get into foul trouble. And when you get a chance to see Josh Knowles, he wears number 22 in blue. He's just an outstanding rebounder. He'll be way up over the rim. And we'll be back in just a moment.
Coached by Audie Alley. Number 10, a freshman, Dwight Alley. A junior, number 13, Donald Beal. Number 20, a senior, Brent Davis. A junior, number 21, Patrick Beal. Number 23, a junior, Eric Blackwood. A senior, number 31, Heath Urquhart. A sophomore, number 32, Daniel Redmond. A sophomore, number 40, Glenn Libby. And a senior, number 44, Alan Thibodeau. And now the team members for the home team, Van Buren Crusaders, coached by Matt Rosignol. Number 12, a freshman, Zachary Cody. A sophomore, number 14, Chris Lajoie. A freshman, number 20, Eric Iott. A junior, number 22, Josh Piasek. Number 30, a freshman, Phil Smith. A sophomore, number 40, Mike Searway. Number 42, a senior, Scott Gorno. And number 52, a junior, Randy Sear. And now the starting lineups for this contest. First, for the Jonesport-Beals Royals. Standing 5 feet 6 inches tall and playing guard, a junior, number 4, Nathaniel Alley. And for the Van Buren Crusaders, playing guard at 5 feet 7 inches tall and a junior, number 10, Brian Pelletier. And for the Royals, at center, at 6 feet even, a junior, number 22, Joshua Knowlton. And for the Crusaders, a 6-foot senior forward, number 23, Jesse Cormier. And for the Royals, at guard, a senior, 6 feet 1, number 25, Brian Alley. And for the Crusaders at forward, a senior, 6 feet even, number 24, Kurt Castonier. And for the Jonesport-Beals Royals at guard, a 6 foot 1 inch senior, number 33, James Robinson. And for the Crusaders at center, at 5 feet 9 inches tall and a sophomore, number 32, Chanel Wright. And for the Royals at guard, at 5 feet 10 inches tall and a junior, number 42, Raymond Mills. And for the Crusaders at center, at 6 feet 2 inches tall, a junior, number 50, Nathan Marquis. Officials for this game are Mr. Webb, Mr. Petrosky, and Mr. Gallant.
As they're ready for basketball action, there's no practice Monday, but there will be a state, yeah, there will be. There will be a practice Monday because the team will go on to play the states, and that will be down in the Augusta Civic Center this year. Two very fine coach teams. You might say Jonesport-Beals on a roll after their 2 home games, winning, coming in this tournament, beating a good Deer Isle Stonington team to get here. And now we'll see as B.J. Alley, number 25 for Jonesport-Beals, will jump against Nathan Marquis. As Mr. Webb will toss the ball up, and we're ready for basketball action. Jonesport-Beals controls. This is Nathaniel Alley off to Mills. Mills of Jonesport-Beals. Bounce pass goes to Robinson. Foul line extended. Robinson's first shot of the game. It's no good. Rebound inside. Tipped around. Still tipped. Picked up by Mills. Puts it off the glass. No good. Tip up. Missed. But a rebound put up by B.J. Alley, and he scores. 2-0 Jonesport-Beals. Wright with the ball now. Brings it down. Now to Cormier. Cormier's outside three. He nails it. Van Buren takes the lead 3-2. Alley with it now, off to Mills. Back to B.J. Alley. B.J. turns, he's going to put it up. He hits again. Talked about a big night, 2 for 2. Big morning, I should say. 4-3 to score. And a foul is going to be called on Mills going after the ball. And that's his first, and that's the team's first.
Jonesport-Beals going right after them early with the full court stuff.
Marquis will put the ball in play. Going the full length of the court. Looks for help. Now he gets right in the backcourt. He starts down with it. Crowley picked off by Alley. Back to BJ. Up again, no good. Robinson the rebound. He puts it up, no good. And Marquis comes off the rebound for Van Buren. 4-3 the score. Jonesport-Beals leading. Cormier with his second three of the morning, no good. Rebound by James Robinson. I keep on calling Jonesport-Beals. Now Nathaniel Alley, no good. Rebound tip, goes way out, chased down by BJ, and he loses out of bounds and falls down. A lot of hustle by this Jonesport-Beals team. Pelletier will handle now. Very fine ball handler. Off to Cormier, inside to Marquis. Marquis is hemmed in, back to Cormier. He fakes it, goes out to Pelletier. He'll put up a three. It's up and in. At the front of the rim, then bounced off the glass and fell through. 6-4 the score. As Van Buren leading. Mills with an outside shot, and he nails a three.
Yeah, both teams shooting well against zones at both ends.
6:08 in first quarter action. Pelletier still with it. Pelletier through a crowd, still in the dribble. Now inside, intended for Marquis. Stolen by Josh Milton. And Jonesport-Beals has the ball going the other way. Mills loops a pass inside to BJ, puts it up, it's no good. And that time BJ laid off on the rebound by Marquis. Tried to slap with the ball, but he realized that it might be just a foolish foul. 7-6 to score. Van Buren leading. I should say Jonesport-Beals leading. Marquis in the middle misses a shot. Out comes BJ. B.J. Alley right down with it. He stops. He's going to turn in traffic off the glass. No good. Rebound by Marquis. He's going to take it himself. Behind the back, goes right in and puts it out.
Great move.
Great move by Marquis. Behind the back dribble, and he scores, and that makes it 8-7 Van Buren. Mills with the ball down the middle, and he's going to draw the foul from 32, Chanel Wright.
Well, you've got an up and down the floor game early, Joe.
Outstanding basketball.
Here Marquis shows his guard skills, changes hands on the fly, all the way to the basket.
Outstanding player in this tournament. 8-7, Van Buren leading over Jonesport-Beals. 5:06 in first quarter action. Nathaniel Alley up to BJ. He fires and he nails it. That's the deuce.
Out of that 2-3 zone, they're guarding BJ man-to-man wherever he goes. We got a little confusion that time.
Steal by Jonesport-Beals, re-stolen by the Van Buren's Crusaders Cormier. Now to Pelletier. Pelletier has the ball deflected away. Picked up by BJ. Alley starts down with it. Gonna loop a pass. There's Knowlton. Knowlton's gonna put his first shot up. It's no good. I should say Mills, excuse me. And he misses the shot, and it goes 9-8 in favor of Jonesport-Beals. In the middle of the Nathan Marquis. Marquis' fall away, no good. Rebound, tip, Cormier. Now it goes out to Daniel Alley. Alley starts down with it. Alley's a 4-on-1, and he's the one off the front, no good. And they're going to call in the rebound action. They're going to call a foul on Marquis. Mercy. It is. And that's his first.
Here's the shot.
So BJ will put it in play under his own basket. 9-8, Jonesport leading first quarter. Mills with it. Pulls over his head. Now to Robinson. Robinson with an outside three. No good. Rebound by Cormier, Van Buren. And the Crusaders start down the other way as Wright goes right to the foul line, puts up an anchor. No good. Mackey's there, picks it off and puts it in. Boy, he's a talented player, no question. 10-9 the score. Van Buren leading. 3:52 in first quarter action. Nathaniel Alley now inside to Milton. Milton puts it up, doesn't get the roll. Mackey with the rebound. Pelletier on the gallop. He finds Wright. Wright goes right to the glass and draws the foul. And the foul is going to be on Josh Milton.
Real strong move to the basket here. I think both teams like the tempo right now.
Timeout by Jonesport-Beals. See if they want a 20 or a full. They want a 20. Kyle Webb went over. There it is. There it was. Kyle Webb went over, and then he looked at the other official.
Here's a good shot of it. Both teams are attacking the basket here early. It's a foul from behind.
That's only the first on Milton. 2 team fouls each side. Van Buren will go to the foul line. Chanel Wright, and he'll have 2 shots. So Audie wanted to talk over some things, and his team now breaks and comes back on the floor. Chanel Wright is a sophomore. 10-9, Van Buren leads here in first quarter action. D finals. Foul shot is missed. And now he gets ready for his second shot. Looks up the basket, pops it up. It's no good. Rebound by BJ Alley. BJ is going to bring the ball down. On the dribble now to Nathaniel Alley. Alley stops, looks inside, now back out to BJ. Holds on the dribble. Wants him to clear. Starts to go, baseline, puts it up, line drive, no good. Nice rebound by Robinson. Tip up, no good by BJ. Gets his own rebound. He's going to put one up again. It's around, no good. Rebound inside, picked off by Wright. Van Buren coming on a gallop now. Wright still going, but the ball is stolen away by Robinson. He loses it out of bounds.
Jonesport-Beals got 3 cracks in the basket last time. They leap so well, these kids.
Checking in is Mike Siwa, and Wright will leave for a rest. And I imagine he'll be back in shortly. Now it goes to Siwa. At the top to Mackey, outside 3, no good off the front. Picked off by Alley. Nathaniel, he brings down. Now left side to Mill, foul line extended. Inside to Josh Milton. Josh puts it off the glass and in.
That's his favorite play.
It's kind of hard to block that when he gets up. He's got such great extension. Pelletier coming down with it. Now to Cormier with an outside 3. No good. Rebound taken off by Robinson. Now to BJ Alley. Both teams are foul free so far. You don't see the grabbing and the holding like we saw in the first 2 games. Nice move by Mills. Puts it up. No good. Tip up, no good. Rebound by Milton, puts up, no good. Tip, no good. Rebound goes to Pelletier, and Pelletier is slapped. And they're going to call a foul. Kind of hit one in the head. He reached for the ball, but got the left eye instead. So the foul is on Mills. That's his second. The 3rd team foul against Jonesport-Beals. 2:21 first quarter action. 10-11 the score. Jonesport-Beals leading. Full court pressure. Cormier comes down to help. Now Siwa. Siwa comes up with it, still on the dribble. Now to Alley. Alley's going to take the pop. It's no good. And Nathaniel Alley on the other end. Jonesport-Beals is a guilty patty, and he fouls.
Comes a pass. Pelletier gets 1 step by you and gets you airborne. You're in trouble. 2 shots.
Good foul shooter. And this young man is a senior. He's been the mainstay for this Van Buren Crusader team. As Jonesport-Beals sends their first sub in, Ira Kelly. And Mills will check out. The first foul on Nathaniel Alley for Jonesport-Beals. 4th on the team. Foul shot is up and good. So it's 12-11 now as Van Buren regains the lead. 2:11 left here in first quarter action. Nathaniel Alley with the ball. On the dribble now, waiting for BJ to break. He does. Now BJ moves, lifts the pass back to Nathaniel, goes to Kelly. Ira now inside, goes to Robinson, loses it, picked up by Nathaniel Alley. Now to BJ. BJ in the corner, puts up a three, no good, in and out. And the rebound action, Cormier lost control and went out of bounds.
Jonesport-Beals getting plenty of good looks at the basket right now.
And they're down by 1 with 1:48 left in first quarter action. This Eastern Maine championship game. Nathaniel Alley, the ball is tipped, it goes out of bounds, and they say it's going to be knocked off Van Buren, so it's going to be Jonesport-Beals. They'll retain it. As BJ Alley will put in play. Brian Alley. Both officials converging now and talking it over. To get it straight, they evidently do. Nope, they're going to call it the other way. Not to the happiness of the Jonesport-Beals crowd, but nevertheless it goes that way. Pelletier down with it. Pelletier now gives up to Castonguay. That's the first time you've heard his name. And he hits a 2. 14-11 the score. Nathaniel Alley bringing down at the top. Now left side goes to Ira Keller. Ira puts up a 3. It's no good. Rebound tracked down by Robinson of Jonesport-Beals. Robinson to the glass, puts it up, no good. Rebound by Knowlton. Knowlton's going to put his position, or get himself in position. He does, and he scores.
What he does best, right around the basket.
14-13. Jonesport-Beals trails by 1. Searwad, Cormier. Cormier's outside 3, no good. Rebound inside by Castonguay. Puts it back up. Doesn't get it, but gets the foul.
His presence now, Joe, starting to be felt a little bit. He's hit a hoop, and he worked real hard here. Here's the first shot. Watch him work hard, Castonguay, to get inside. He's got inside position, goes right back up and draws the foul.
Foul is committed on Nathaniel Alley. I saw Castonguay prior to the game, and I asked him, I said, do you have the pronunciation? I said, I'm going to call you Castonguay. He said, they call me everything. I said, today you're Castonguay. So you people up in Van Buren, you know who he is. That's him right on the foul line. And he's another one of those strong inside rebounders to the Van Buren Crusader team. Foul shot is up and good. 16-13, a 3-point lead with 1:04 left here in first quarter action. Nathaniel Alley with 2 personal fouls now. Loops it over to Ira Kelly. Back to Nathaniel, now to BJ. BJ wants to work. He's going to put it up off the glass, and he nails it for a deuce. 16-15 to score. And in the rebound action, or in the action coming in, they tie up Pelletier, and it'll be a possession still for Van Buren.
They're double teaming Pelletier here, trying to get it to a weaker ball handler. Pelletier's so quick.
Right back in the game. Castonguay goes to the hole and puts it up and in, and a blocking foul is called on Knowlton. That might be his second.
Well, they get the ball down quickly, don't they? Here's a look at it again. One dribble and strong to the hole. Player was not there. He turned into the shooter. One shot.
Second personal foul on Knowlton, and that's the 16th foul against Jonesport-Beals. Castonguay's shot is good. So Kirk gets a 3-point play the conventional way. 19-15, a 4-point lead. Van Buren and Jonesport-Beals here in a fine first quarter of action. Ira Kelly now inside to Knowlton. Knowlton's going to turn. He's going to put it up. It's no good. Rebound by Mackey of Van Buren. Off to Pelletier with 22 seconds remaining. Now to right, way out deep. Now in the middle to Mackey. Back to Pelletier. 14.2. 11 seconds now as it starts to tick down. Pelletier down the middle. Nice leave inside to Castonguay. Puts it up. Mackey gets a rebound. Puts it up around and in. 21-15, 1 second. Robinson at the buzzer at the end of one complete play. Van Buren 21, Jonesport-Beals 15. We'll be back right after this. Good action here in the first quarter as Van Buren leading 21-15. So for the second 8, Jonesport-Beals a little bounded toward their basket. Mills back in the game. Shot is no good. Rebound deflected away. Robinson gives off to BJ. BJ puts it up. It's no good. Rebound taken again by BJ. Puts it up and in for a deuce. 21-17. He can shoot as many times as he wants. A steal, and it goes out of bounds. And they say it's going to be Jonesport-Beals' ball. So the pressure is starting to mount up. The other thing we have to look at, Ron, is the 6 team fouls against Jonesport-Beals to open up this second quarter. So we'll put the Crusaders on the line. BJ turns, cuts again. That's what he can do. That's why he's so destructive. 21-19. You have to watch him every second. He's just that good. He can score that much. Pelletier with an outside 3, no good. Rebound tip goes to Wright. Wright puts it up, it's no good. Rebound to Siwa, picked off by Mills of Jonesport-Beals. Now to BJ. BJ's going to go for his 3rd straight. He doesn't get it. Comes to the middle, Mackey. 2-on-1. Pelletier with a layup, and he puts it in.
Yeah, I've been impressed with how well they run the floor, Joe, here early in the first half.
23-19 to score. Van Buren leads. 6:59 in second quarter action. Mills now to Robinson at the foul line for a jumper. He hits it. Both teams are heating up. 21-23. Van Buren leading, and Alley is fouling. That may be Nathaniel's 3rd. And the 1-1. So with the 6:47 mark of the second quarter, we will see the Crusaders on every foul now for the 1-on-1 up until the 10th foul. And that was the 3rd on Nathaniel Alley. And Ira Kelly will momentarily come in and replace him. What's the old boy's ref? How many times have you heard that over the years, huh?
That's a big play right here with 6:47, because that negates the quickness out front.
Pelletier, real fine guard. You have to be really impressed with both guards. Well, of course with BJ as well, Alley, but the 2 small guards. Foul shot is up and good. I think the Alan Snell listed him taller than Nathaniel Alley, but when they shook hands out front, I could see a little difference in the height there. And what he doesn't have in height, he certainly has an ability. Foul shot is up and good. He hits a pair. 25-21, 4-point lead, 6:47. And Ira Kelly now will bring the ball down for the Jonesport-Beals team. In blue, goes to Robinson in the corner. Marquis on him, now to Knowlton. Knowlton stripped by Pelletier. Lead pass goes to Siwa. Siwa goes right to the hole and draws the foul. Now Ira Kelly is fouling.
Yeah, you know, Pelletier creates so many situations. He's a true point guard, and he's looking to get the ball up the floor and advance it without the dribble. Here's another look. It's a great pass to Siwa. Power dribble, loses the handle, keeps it, has the presence of mind to put it up. 2 shots.
Siwa's foul shot is good. Mike Siwa, he's a sophomore. 26-21. The 1-on-1 paying off now. They've hit 4 in a row. As Plumlee will get ready to come back in for Van Buren in the next whistle. Ira Kelly with it now. Ira starts to move. Pelletier right there with it. Now to Mills. Mills goes to Knowlton. Knowlton wants to go. Custom Graves with him off the glass. There's BJ, puts it off and in. He's got great leaping ability. He and Knowlton. Nice steal by Kelly inside to BJ. BJ puts it up and in. There's 2 quick ones. 27-25. It's blitzkrieg. And that's what happens. Nice pass goes in the middle to Wright, picked up by Siwa. Outside to Mackey with a 3, no good. Rebound tip, still tip, controlled by Mackey. He's not bashful, another 3, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Wright, and Jonesport-Beals will control. Timeout, 22nd timeout asked by Van Buren. But that's what happens when BJ is around the basket. He uses the glass so well. He can hit the 3s, the 2s. But more importantly, what Jonesport-Beals does, and it's impressive, they tap the ball. They keep the ball in the air. 16 for BJ Alley at this point with 5:50 left here in the second quarter of action.
And I'll tell you something, Joe. He spent the majority of the first part of the game down the right-hand side, and now he's moving side to side against that zone. And I thought Kelly came in off the bench and gave them a nice burst and got a steal and a nice pass to BJ. So their pressure paid off.
Ira Kelly with it right now as he goes to Mills. Foul line extended to the left. Inside to BJ. Traffic. He puts it up off the glass. It's 3 in a row. There's 18 points. We're locked at 27. And that's the type of game you can have. Robinson steals the ball. Back to BJ. Whoa! That was too easy, I guess. Mackey comes down with it now. Mackey's going to stop, take the pull up, and no good. Rebound goes to Siwa. Siwa turns, now outside of Castleton, and he nails the three. Kirk hits a nice three from outside, and they regain the lead. Van Buren 30-27. In the middle of Robinson. Robinson turns, now bounces to Milton. Stolen, but picked up by BJ. BJ is going to put it up and in. They say no, the foul is outside. And he'll go, is in the act of shooting, so he'll have a pair. Blocking foul? Nope, they'll get it out of bounds.
Yeah, here we go. I think they're gonna rule that the ball was on the floor with the contact, and there it is right there.
So BJ will put in play, loops it inside to Milton. Milton turns, he's going to reverse, puts it up, it's no good. Tip controls, finally by Siwa. 27-30 the score, Van Buren leading. Now Cormier inside to Mackey. Mackey's fall away is no good. BJ Alley with the rebound, 4:45 left. Both teams struggling a little bit in this particular sequence. Now Alley outside three, no good. Rebound taken off inside by Robinson, and Robinson draws the foul.
Yeah, Robinson working real hard in the glass, had real good position, and he's a good leaper.
And the thing is, in this first half, they're not in foul trouble, and they usually are. Foul is against Castleton. He picked up his second. As Wright comes in and Castleton will leave. 30-27 to score with 4:35 left. BJ will put the ball in play now. Loops it outside to Mills. Mills is going to take a three. No good. Rebound by Seaway. Knocked away. A little bit too high. Mills has it. And he loses the ball out of bounds. On the dribble. Hit on the sideline. And Van Buren will pick it up. Pressure put on by this Jonesport-Beals team. Down the middle goes Wright. The ball is deflected away. It's another steal and a pickup. Off to Milton. More the hands are everywhere. Outside shot by BJ is no good. Rebound inside. Look who goes inside. Ira Kelly. And possession goes to Van Buren. Sometimes Audie seems to just brush something on these people when they come into the game to fill in. They seem to come to the task. Mackey, I should say Wright with the ball now. Loops inside to Mackey. Mackey turns, puts it up. It's no good. He's having tough luck. Inside is Wright. He's stripped away from Wright by Robinson.
Yeah, Marquis getting good looks at the basket. Shots will fall for him.
3:58 left in first half action. Wherever you may be, hope you're enjoying this one. Wright now to Mackey with an outside three. Misses this one again. Having a tough time. So all you can do is keep pumping them up. Mills is going to take the three. It's no good. He gets all dropped. If he's under there again, Ira Kelly. Kelly puts it up and he misses a shot but draws the foul.
He's given them a real good push here. When you put your point guard on the bench, a lot of times with foul trouble, things can change. But he's come in. He's played with a lot of confidence.
Kelly's gone right down the middle, all his lonesome, and anything comes off, it's in there. He picks it up. So Ira going to the line now. Ira only a sophomore. Ready for the second shot now. 30-28. He has a chance now to cut it to one. Foul shot is up and good. 30-29. Jonesport-Beals trails by one. And a good shootout here at the Bangor Auditorium. Siwa slows down for the crowd. Now it goes back to Wright. Right inside to Mackey. Mackey's going to turn, puts it up, and he gets the roll.
Yeah, great move.
And I think that Matt wants him a little bit closer. Get in there, do your thing. 32-29. Robinson at the foul line turns, puts it up, doesn't get it. Mackey comes off with a rebound. Mackey took one dribble and grabbed the ball right back because he knew there was some hands there. Pelletier, now to Wright. Wright stops, off balance. Off to BJ. Jonesport-Beals starts the other way. BJ is going to turn. BJ's in the crowd. BJ off the glass and puts it in. 31-32. Pelletier with it now. Now the Van Buren Crusaders. They're up by one. Right in the middle of Mackey. Mackey goes right to the glass. Milton deflects the ball away. BJ back with it. BJ turns. BJ off the glass. No good. Tipped up by Milton. No good. Rebound by Milton. He puts it in.
Well, he's working hard at both ends right now.
33-32. Jonesport-Beals regains the lead. That's the way it's been all morning. 2:25 left. Ball's knocked, and they're going to call a foul on BJ as he knocked Siwa to the floor. You see Jim Robinson bending over with his tongue hanging out. He knows he's up and down the floor.
Yeah, here it is again. Both players going after the ball, but there's the push and there's the foul.
And that's the first foul on BJ Alley as Nathaniel Alley comes back in. And Mills will take a rest now. And I think Audie has to like this situation right now is that he doesn't have his people in foul trouble. He needs Robinson, he needs Milton, he needs BJ Alley for the rebounding as well as their scoring. Siwa, foul shot is good. As Jonesport-Beals has committed 9 team fouls, the next one on the 10th will be a pair. Foul shot is up by Siwa is good. 34-33, Van Buren regains the lead. Nathaniel Alley back in the game with the ball. Now Robinson. Robinson to BJ. BJ's there, puts it up and in.
Great
He's
pass
scoring
by
at will. Wright back with it. Looks the pass to Siwa. Bouncing out of Cormier. Cormier, Van Buren's going to put it up. It's no good. Rebound on Nathaniel Alley. Out of the pack and going hard. Stats down with it to the right. Stops. Now looks inside to BJ. Pelletier picks it off. Pelletier's going right to the basket, up and in. Oh, what a coast-to-coast shot that was.
He's got great quickness.
He put the afterburners on and puts his team ahead 36-35. Show and tell. Robinson up, no good. Rebound off by Wright. Right down with it. And Robinson is reaching in and fouling. And Audie Alley says, why? We need you. 1:30 left. Second quarter action. 10th team foul. And that'll put him on the line, Mr. Wright, for a pair, but only James first. So he's kept the big men out of foul trouble for Jonesport-Beals. Boy, nothing chews between both these teams at this point. Foul shot is up and no good. Chanel Wright. There's a good shot of Rodman Alley. Foul shot is up and good, so he splits a pair, 37-35, 1:30 remaining. Van Buren had a 21-15 lead at the end of the first quarter. They now have a 37-35 lead. Goes inside to Milton. Milton's going to put it up. It's no good. Rebound goes to the left. And Robinson is going to pick up another quick foul. So maybe Audie would like to get him out of there and get him on the bench so he won't get the third foul. Down the other end will be shooting 2. Nathan Marquis. No sooner had I said it, and Mr. Mills gets off the bench. And he will come in. And Mr. Robinson will leave. Nope, he will not. Ira Kelly. So we're going to keep Robinson in with 2 personal fouls. And Ira Kelly, who did an outstanding job coming off the bench, filling in for Nathaniel Alley. Foul shot is up by Marquis is good. Talented ball player on the line right now, the junior. Have an opportunity hopefully to see him again next year. Nathan's second shot is good. 39-35, 4-point lead now. 1:17 remains in first half action. Mills with it now, starts the middle, ball stolen by Pelletier.
Quick hand.
Pelletier's gonna go, puts it off the glass and in. Boy, he earns it. He steals it and he goes to the hole and he scores. 41-35. Robinson's gonna go, puts it up, no good. Follow is no good. Rebound by BJ. And in the rebound action, Siwa is gonna draw the foul for Van Buren.
Still not 1-1, Joe.
5th team foul, picked up by Van Buren, so they kept the Jonesport-Beals teams off the line as far as the 1-1 is concerned. And that's only the first on Siwa. Now it goes to Milton. Top to Mills to Jonesport-Beals. Looks inside to Milton. Milton's going to turn, put it off the glass, and he gets the roll and gets it in.
Strong move.
41-37, 42 seconds left. Pelletier with it. Pelletier turns now. He's outside, fakes the three. Now to Cormier. Cormier is going to go right down the middle. He's going to put it up, no good. Rebound taken off by Mills. 29 seconds left. Off to BJ. BJ to the right side, gets a screen, puts the glass shot up and gets it. 39-41. So they close it quickly. 16 seconds left. Sirois. Ball's deflected away but picked up by Cormier. Now to Pelletier. Shot by Pelletier outside three, and he nails it. 43-44, 39 at the buzzer. So at the first half of play, Van Buren leads 44 to Jonesport-Beals 39. And an outstanding first half. We'll be back with halftime action after this. You talk about a person that can steal the ball and a person that can go and make a layup against traffic and then turn around and bang a couple threes. That's young Pelletier. Outstanding first half for him.
And that was a big basket, too, because the coach wanted, with 41 seconds left, he wanted last shot, and they took a poor shot, and B.J. answered. So that gives them a little bit bigger bulge. But you got to be impressed with both teams here, Joe, in the first half action. They played at the pace they want to. Both clubs did. The people that we expected to score did. Look for Marquis to heat up a little bit more in the third. But right now, tough ball game. A lot of points being put up on the board in an end-to-end game.
And as we mentioned, BJ, we keep calling him BJ. It's Brian Alley, but everyone knows him as BJ down here, and his coach certainly calls him that. He's the type of scorer that you just can't stop. He just goes boom, boom, boom. He'll try the glass shots. He'll probably take 30 shots in a game, but that's what you have. And when George Wentworth had Steve Pound back in '68, was it? He started out with him and letting him do all the scoring. The other four came into the picture, and this is what Audie Alley does. You know you've got a great scorer. The other four are starting to click. You saw Ira Kelly come off the bench, do a nice job. Mills is in there, Robinson in there, and of course Knowlton has turned into be just a superlative rebounder. And I like what they do. They tap, they keep the ball alive, they hustle. It's a typical Jonesport-Beals team, but you certainly have to be impressed with the #1 team, Van Buren, and their guard outside Pelletier, and the cast of characters go with him. Nathan Marquis did not have maybe a good half as he would like, but still you have to have a player like that in him and hope in the second half he'll do something.
And Castonguay really had a good half too. You know, I think these teams are dead even, and you factor out the three-pointer there just before the gun, and it would have been dead even. But I just every time we've seen Pelletier here in this hall, he's been a real great floor general.
44-39 the score here at the auditorium. Van Buren over Jonesport-Beals. Now let's go to Ernie Clark.
And then we're going to go. All righty, here at halftime with a group of young fans who hopefully are pretty good spellers, too, from Van Buren. I want to introduce the spokesman for the group, Dominic Rosignol. Now, I understand your dad has something to do with this game.
Well, he's telling the team what to do, and they're doing pretty good. They're up by 5, and 44-39. We're playing pretty good.
All right. Of course, Dominic's dad is Matt Rosignol, the coach of the Van Buren Crusaders. Now, we got a group of your pals here. Do you all go to school together?
Some of us. Some go to the junior high, and some are we're mostly in different grades, separated.
Okay, I'm going to go down to the list, and I want you all to tell me your names, okay? What's your name?
Derek Rosignol. Eric Levasseur. Trevor Hughes. Erica Hughes. Dominic Rosignol. Katie Duma.
All right, now, I've been told that you folks are pretty good spellers. Now, I want you to prove it to me, okay? Go ahead and start. Show us what you got. Go Crusaders. Well, there's a group of young fans hoping that Dad and people from their town win an Eastern Maine championship today. Back to you, Joe.
Oh, outstanding interview. And we'll be back in just a moment.
Here are the halftime stats. Joe, Jonesport-Beals field goals 18 for 55. They got off 55 shots, 32%. Van Buren 13 for 31, 41%. Free throws Jonesport-Beals 2 for 2. Look at the free throw differential here. Van Buren 14 for 17 for 82%. Very few turnovers, 3 and 8 in a game like this. The individual stats for the Jonesport-Beals Royal, Nate Alley did not score and spent a little time on the bench in foul trouble. Josh Knowlton had 8. B.J. Alley had a great first half with 24. James Robinson 2. Raymond Mills with 3. And Ira Kelly came off the bench and had 2 points for their total of 39. On the other side of the ledger, for Van Buren's 44, Brian Pelletier running the floor, passing and shooting, had 16. Jess Cormier 3. Kurt Castonguay had a great half with 10. Chanel Wright with 1. Nate Marquis with 10. And the lid was on the basket a little bit for him, and he still got 10. And Searwell with 4 for their total of 44 as the Crusaders lead the Royals here at the half, 44-39.
That's an amazing stat, 14 out of 17, but at the second in the second period, 6:47 back, that's when the one-on-one started. Then they get into the two-shot fouls, so a lot of foul shots, and 2 for 2 for the Jonesport-Beals team. So Audie will probably try to reverse that to get his team on the line.
Yeah, and you know, when you get off 55 shots and a half, and most of them are pretty good looks at the basket, you know, Van Buren's got to be tickled here to be up 5, but giving up 55 shots, that has to be a concern.
And
with that, we'll be back in a moment.
Hey, we'll Simons. Well, as we get ready now for second half action, 44-39 the score. Jonesport-Beals trails. Nathaniel Alley with it at the top to Mills. Now inside to BJ. BJ goes right to the glass, puts it up and in. Robinson. 44-41. Jonesport-Beals strikes first. Marquis with it. Off to Pelletier. Pelletier on the dribble. To right. Top to Marquis. Cormier. Back to Marquis. Nice turn. Almost loses. Still controls. Puts it up around. No good. Rebound kind of just dropped to the floor, but Knowlton's there to pick it up. Alley comes down with it. Alley stops. Now to Mills. Fakes. Gets inside the perimeter. Pops it up. It's no good. Rebound by BJ. BJ puts it up. It's no good. Knowlton, that is. Knowlton looks similar to BJ from the back. 44-31. Van Buren will have the ball. Now Cormier to right down the middle. Nice shuffle pass to Castonguay. Taken away by B.J. Alley. Alley will start down the other way. Alley with a screen now. Looks for the right side. The bounce to Mills. Mills starts in. He's going to put up a shot and draw the foul. They're going to call a foul, I believe, either on Castonguay or Pelletier. Number 10 is Pelletier. First team foul. First foul on Pelletier. 44-41 the score. Alley, now to Knowlton. Josh looks outside. Nathaniel Alley. Mills. Inside to Knowlton. Knowlton puts a shot up and in. And draws the foul. It's against Marquis. So they're right out of the blocks early. The second on Marquis.
Here's a nice entry pass. That's what Josh does best. Power moves right around the basket. Gets rewarded with the free throw.
6:47 left in third quarter action. There's Josh Knowlton. Will get to the line, the junior, to tie the game if he can. Foul shot is up and no good. Rebound by Robinson of Jonesport-Beals. He puts it in, so they take the lead, 45-44. Castonguay, right in the backcourt. Pressure, Pelletier. Pelletier stops back outside to right. Pelletier with an outside three, no good. Rebound chased down by B.J. Alley. B.J. starts down with it. On the dribble to the right side to Mills. Mills partway in, puts it up, and they're going to call a player control on Mills.
Yeah, as we've said all week, out of control is usually player control, and that's what happened.
That is a good one. And how many times have we seen it? We've seen it a lot. Third personal on Mills. Right, now to Marquis. Marquis' shot is up. It's no good. Josh Knowlton skies high to pick it off. Jonesport-Beals leads by 1, 45-44. Nice strip by White on BJ. Van Buren controls. They'll start down the other way. Pelletier, Cormier. Inside to Marquis. Marquis triple team. The ball goes out of bounds. Boy, do they converge on him.
Yeah, they're working a little bit harder here to start the period than they did to end the half.
45-44 the score. Jonesport-Beals leading. Marquis shot is no good. Nathaniel Alley with it. Off to BJ. And he's off at the races. He starts to turn, stops, puts the shot up. It's no good. Follows it. Takes another pop. Good.
That's why you follow your shot, right?
47-44. No one else does. Bounce now goes to Castonguay. Shot 3. A 2. Nice shot that time by Castonguay. 46-47. Mills. Jonesport-Beals to Crowley. Back to Mills. Mills starts to move. He's going to take the shot. It's no good. Rebound comes off to right. You talk about the bounce pass. You talk about the tap and the follow of the shot. And those are still good as they were 40 years ago. Tip by Mills and the rebound goes off to BJ. BJ starts down, pulls up, puts it up and passes in. He was smart. He didn't take it all the way. And Van Buren wants timeout with a 3-point lead going to Jonesport-Beals, 49-46.
Yeah, and as we said last night in the Washington Academy Narraguegas game, anytime the pace gets frenetic, if you will, that's going to favor Jonesport-Beals, just like it did last night, Washington Academy. Things get a little out of control. That favors the team that likes to hoof it a little bit faster. Van Buren out of this timeout now. They want to get the ball back in Pelletier's hands. He's the guy that makes everybody else slip. He hasn't handled it a couple times, and they've taken a couple poor shots. Here's another look at BJ using the glass, which he's done so well in here for 4 years. It's a great play. Great play.
He pulled up this way. He's so hard to guard because he can pull up on you. He leaps high. He stays up there. Your elevator is going down. He's still up there. So
well, you said that the other day. He can extend so high that you're up there and you're down and he still can see it.
baseball pass, Castonguay. Robinson goes to the steal, doesn't get it, misses the shot. And Castonguay is fouling. No, it's the other way around. Milton is fouling on the rebound action. Audie Alley does not believe it, but it's a foul on his big man, who's the rebounder, and that's the third on him. So getting interested now, interesting. Pelletier will put in play under her own basket. Siwa. Now it goes off to Mackey, Pelletier. Cormier starts the baseline inside to Mackey. He's going to put it up and he gets the roll.
That's where they need to get him, Joe. You mentioned that earlier. He's got to get close to the basket, and I think Matt wants him down.
49-48. Jonesport-Beals leads. Milton's shot off the glass, no good. Tip up, still tip. Mackey comes to the rebound. Castonguay is a good leaper for this Van Buren team too. Gets its hand on the ball. They're both teams coached from the old school. Try everything they can to keep the ball alive once there's a miss. Castonguay shot good. Boy, he's come along silent, and he puts his team ahead 50-49. Kirk Castonguay. Nathaniel Alley now to BJ. BJ turns. Takes another screen. Pelletier there. Now Ira Kelly's in the game. Ira stops. Back to BJ. BJ's going to take the shot. It's no good. Robinson with the rebound off the glass and in. He's having a good offensive game as well. 51-50 as we go seesaw here. Castonguay with it. Castonguay starts. He's going to take a shot. It's good. Kurt Castonguay. Little slack. He picks it up. 52-51. Van Buren leading. 3:17 remaining. Nathaniel Alley. This is in the third quarter. BJ turns. Mackey's there. Now looks for help. Decides to shoot. No good. Mackey of Van Buren comes off the rebound. 3:03 left. Third quarter action. 52-51. Van Buren leading. And the turn, they're going to call a foul on Robinson. And I believe that's going to be his fourth. So this is what Audie Alley does not want.
Here's the entry pass to Marquis. he has the presence of mind to look behind him. Man snuck in when he turned. As long as you're backpedaling, that's your foul.
That's the third on Robinson, third on the team. Shot outside by Pelletier, no good. Nice rebound by Marquis. And Marquis being fouled by Ira Kelly.
Yeah, I think Coach Rosignol wants to get Nate about 8 feet to the basket in, especially the way Castonguay is scoring right now from the perimeter.
Mills checks back in. Kelly will check out. Also coming in is Patrick Beal. Robinson will check out. Give him a little breather. 52-41 the score. Nathan Mackey on the line. Foul shot is up and good. It's good to see big men that can make foul shots. Not like Will Chamberlain. Foul shot is up. He hits a pair. 54-51, 2:49 in third quarter. He's certainly going to have one right down to the end. Mills with it. Now Connor goes to Beal. Beal goes to baseline. Boy, they come off the bench and score. Beal puts it through. Patrick Beal. Castonguay with a deuce. Yes! Boy, he's on fire right now. 56-53. He's goes undetected too. Mills stops now. He's going to take the shot pop. It's no good. BJ in the rebound. And hanging right with him is Siwa. If you're going to get it, you're going to earn it. It's not going to be a foul. It's a foul, but it's not a shooting foul. That's the second on Siwa. Only the third on the team. Jonesport-Beals has committed 14 fouls. On the seventh, it goes to 1-1. BJ now to Patrick Beal. Now to Mills. He's all by his lonesome for a three. No good. Marquis with the rebound. Off to Siwa. And now to Pelletier. 56-53. Van Buren leading. Cormier. Up fake now. Looks. Now to Castonguay. He's had the hot hand. And he still has the hot hand. 58-53. They better start watching him. He's going to light it up like BJ's been lighting it up. Knowles turns, puts it up, and he gets the roll.
That's a big hoop. That breaks the momentum a little bit.
Castonguay coming down with it now. Stops, back outside, Siwa. Pelletier to Cormier. Now back outside. Pelletier looks up at the clock at 1:27. See if they'll be content to hold for the last shot. Not getting in a running game here. Pelletier back to Castonguay. He's had the hot hand. He misses this shot. In the rebound action, they're going to call a foul on Marquis.
Yeah, I think if Castonguay had it to do over again, he'd have passed it inside. But he saw a little daylight. He's had a great period.
When you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not. Third personal on Marquis. 1:10 remains now. 58-55 the score. Van Buren leading. Inside to Milton. Josh the fall away. It's no good. Rebound Sewell. Under a minute now. As you can see, 51.4. Pelletier lobs it to, goes in the corner to Cormier. Cormier's three is no good. Rebound right in the middle. Everyone stood transfixed for a second. Now pass goes inside Castonguay, but Knowlton is there. Knowlton's going to put up off the glass and in. 58-57. Here comes Jonesport-Beals. Pelletier, ball deflected away, but Cormier picks it up. Boy, we're going to have a great fourth quarter, Ronnie.
Sure are.
We get our water, we get everything. We're ready. 15 seconds left now. Pelletier outside. His team leads by one. Pelletier with a three. No good. Rebound in the middle to Marquis. Marquis is going to be fouled by Beal, and Beal helps him up.
That's 3 times at this end that Jonesport-Beals has stood flat-footed after a shot. Twice the ball hit the floor, and this time it came right into Nate Marquis' hands. He went back up and got the foul.
That was a man-sized foul as Patrick Beal. He put him to the floor, but he helped him up. Marquis ready for his foul shot. 58-57, and he makes it. Good foul shooter. He makes this one. He'll come out of the game with 6.8. He misses it. He stays in. He makes it. And at the buzzer, to give him a breather, checking in for him will be Randy Sear of Van Buren. 3 fine quarters here of basketball in the D Eastern Maine Final. And if you've gone away from this one for something else, I can't help you. 6 seconds left. Right down the middle is Mills. He's unmolested. He puts it up. It's no good. Castonguay at the buzzer. Long. All over everything. At the end of 3 complete. Van Buren 60. Jonesport-Beals 57. We'll be back with 4th quarter action right after this. Championship day here at the Bangor Auditorium. The morning session. Wisdom Girls of the Eastern D champions beating Shed 63-43. We've got 8 minutes of basketball. Van Buren, the number 1 team, over number 7 Jonesport-Beals 60-57 as we start the action. Cormier shuffles it inside, and it's going to be a jump ball. And the possession will go Jonesport-Beals as Nathaniel Alley tied up Marquis. Robinson back in the game for Jonesport-Beals. And Patrick Beals stays in for Jonesport-Beals. Inside goes to BJ. BJ turns, puts it up. It's good.
Yeah, they need to get him the ball more now. About the last 4 minutes of the period, he didn't have it.
60-59. Cormier down with it. Back outside to Pelletier. Pelletier looking, goes to Siwa, to Castonguay. Inside, nice steal, but it comes back to Castonguay. And a steal by Nathaniel Alley, but he's going to be guilty of a foul. Artie's got a decision to make now. If that's either his 3rd or 4th. That's his 4th. Wright comes in. Siwa goes out for the Van Buren Crusaders. 60-59. The ball will be put in play by Van Buren. That's the 16th foul against this Jonesport-Beals team. In the middle, Marquis. Castonguay picks it up. He's going to put one, but it goes off the side of the backboard. And Patrick Beals going to take it down. Nathaniel Alley now to BJ. Robinson with an outside 3. In and out. Rebound by Josh Milton. Puts it back up and in.
Well, he has a nose for the ball, doesn't he?
61-60. Jonesport-Beals leads by 1. Cormier to Pelletier. Pelletier inside and Patrick Beal. But you know, that's a good move by Audie because Patrick's in there off the bench and he can waste a couple. So we're in the 1-1 and he wasted the wrong one. And this is a good foul shooter too. Got Patrick Beal in there and he's got a wide body. Similar to what we'll see tonight, Tony Heel. The Pencrest Valley team. Foul shot good. Marquis is really good on that line. And all you boys and girls are going to be over 6 feet tall out there. They're going to play in the middle if you do get fouled. Foul shots look so good in ink. It's good. He gets another pair. 62-61. Van Buren regains the lead. 6:41 in this contest. We'll be back this afternoon with the B contest and the C's this evening. Full day here at Maine Public Television. We just love it. Beal in the corner now, inside. Marquis steals the ball off the Pelletier. Who else would he give it to? He stands down with it now to Cormier. To Pelletier. Now goes to Wright. Castonguay. Back to Wright. Wright leaves inside to Marquis. Marquis is going to turn, put it up and in. Good basket for that Crusader team, 64-61. Both teams are playing hard and playing well. BJ, and they want to ask, Audie Alley wants a timeout. BJ rolls around and asks for a timeout. You have to be impressed with Van Buren. They are not cracking, showing some poise.
You can support high school basketball on Maine Public Television and receive your team's 1998 tournament mug by calling 1-888-624-6727 with a pledge of $60 or more. Your pledge not only makes future tournament coverage possible, but reminds you of the role your team played in this year's event.
5:54 remains in this game.
A reminder that Championship Saturday continues this afternoon beginning at 1 p.m. here on Maine Public Television.
Van Buren now breaks in their huddle. We had a full timeout that time. 64-61. Van Buren leads. 5:54 left. Robinson in the middle of BJ. BJ is going to turn and puts it up. It's no good. Rebound inside by Patrick Beal, and he puts it in. There's a pleasant thought there for Jonesport-Beals. Castleton down with it now. Stops. 64-63 to score. Van Buren leading. Pelletier loops it now. Goes to Cormier. Cormier's going to take a jumper. It's no good. Rebound taken off by BJ. Alley starts down with a nice lead pass to Robinson. Robinson puts it up. No good. Both Knowlton and Robinson there were together. The ball goes in and out. Yeah, that's all right. They'll have another chance. 5:10 remaining. Cormier in the corner. Now to Marquis. Caston-Gray. Pelletier, Marquis. Marquis is going to take a shot. It's in, no good. Rebound by Wright. Marquis is going to go to the glass, and he puts it up. It's no good. Robinson the rebound. Robinson and Knowlton coming off. Boy, this is going to be a good one. 4:46 remains. Robinson's outside three, and he nails it. Whoa. I can miss the layup, but I can't miss the three.
Back and forth, back and forth.
66-64. I don't think we've seen one like this in a long time. Shot's no good by Cormier. Robinson the rebound. BJ starts to go down with it. BJ has the screen and the shot. He nails it. 68-64, up by 4. Jonesport-Beals in the lead. Cormier now. Want to swing it back outside to Pelletier. As Seawalk gets ready to come in the game. Marquis. Back to Pelletier. Pelletier splits, goes down the middle, puts it up. It's no good. Patrick Beal in the rebound. Patrick Beal and Ira Kelly helping off the bench. BJ still with the ball outside in Faneuil Alley, playing the three. Another three by Robinson's no good. Rebound action. And Knowlton is going to be called for pushing. He's talking to himself.
He was out of position. He watched the shot go up. Marquis got the body in place. Caston-Gray comes over to get it. Knowlton nails it.
So 1-on-1 at the other way, and Caston-Gray will go to the line, trailing by 4. 68-64. Jonesport-Beals leading. 3:48 remains in this contest. Up and good. Van Buren, a fine foul shooting team. 3:48 remains with 68-65 score. Jonesport-Beals leading. Now they lead by 2. And they come down with it. Siwa back in the game. Down the middle, ball deflected away. Picked up by Marquis of the Van Buren team. He gives off to Pelletier. Pelletier starts down with it. Off to right. In the middle to Marquis. Marquis is going to turn in the crowd. Marquis right to the glass and puts it in. And we're locked at 68. Couple of foul shots, a layup, and we're tied. 3:20 remains. Alley with it now. Alley's going to take a freaking shot. He hits it outside shot, make it 70-68.
He's been a little tentative offensively because of foul shots.
In the middle down to Marquis. And it loses the ball, but Caston-Gray picks it up. BJ picks off the rebound. Jonesport-Beals will go the other way, and now they want a 20-second timeout. And we want to talk over some more things with 2:52 remaining.
Yeah, Coach Alley here is going to talk about shot selection with the 2:52. And Coach Rosignol is going to talk a little bit about extending their defense. They cannot be complacent now and just match up with BJ as he goes across the floor. If Jonesport-Beals, Joe, is a little more patient here in the half, then Matt's got to have Van Buren come out and trap.
So we set the stage. It's 2:52, fourth quarter. 70-68, Jonesport-Beals, number 7 team in Eastern Maine. going against the number 1 team, Van Buren. In the middle goes to Patrick Kelly. Patrick Beal puts it up, misses it, but Josh Milton is there to follow it up, 72-68. Siwa with the ball, now to Pelletier. Pelletier back to Siwa. Right side to right, in the middle, tapped away, picked up by Jonesport-Beals. Nathaniel Alley, now to BJ. BJ's shot is no good. Milton with the rebound, puts it up and in, and draws the foul from Mackey.
Well, I'll tell you.
And Nat wants another timeout. 74-68.
Milton has such a nose for the ball. Here's the shot by Alley that goes in and out. Milton right there to get it. There's the foul.
And that's the 4th personal foul against Mackey. So a lot to cheer for the Jonesport-Beals team. 2:19 remains, and there's your score. Well, and this is what Milton did in the semifinal game. A lot of offensive rebounds. He's got unbelievable timing. He's got a nose for the ball, like you say. He knows where he is on the floor. Outstanding performance in these last 2 games that we've watched him play.
And we've also talked about, Joe, all week long about, in this type of pace, basketball is more of a game of spurts. 2:19 is a long time, Mr. Make here. Van Buren's got to get the ball back into Pelletier's hands, try to create something for him off the dribble, and have Marquis on the block, and then look for them to press. That's a nice little spurt right here by the Royals.
2:19 to go, as Ron mentioned. And on the foul line will be Mr. Milton. He's owned the glass today with his great rebounding. Foul shot is up and good. 68-75. Next year, Josh is going to have a touch. And when he does, he's going to be up in the category with BJ. Mackey with it outside. Pelletier with an outside 3, no good. There's Milton again, another rebound, stolen away by Siwa. Now to Mackey with the 3, no good. Milton takes it back again. Siwa was right there with him. Robinson right in the middle. Robinson stopped, puts it up, gets the roll. Everything is falling for him now. 77-68, 1:43 left. To Cormier, inside, ball knocked away. Matt Rosignol wants another timeout. He wants a 20 this time. You know, and if you've seen this Jonesport-Beals teams over the years, it really doesn't make any difference what position they come in. George Wentworth at Stern said it so well when they asked him, who are you afraid of, George? He was number 1. He said the other 7. And you have to look at it, plus in Class D, when a lot of Rooster counties come in, Washington counties, Hancock County teams, you don't see each other on the season to play each other. And I think Audie has done it again with just the great ability for the scheduling to play these larger schools. Outside, Mackey nails a 3.
That's the one they needed out of that. Here comes the pressure out of the timeout.
77-71. BJ now against Siwa. BJ on the right side, turns, looking inside, 1:17 remaining. Nathaniel Alley. Alley's being fouled by Pelletier.
There was still one away from the bonus. Now, as we've talked about a couple times earlier, Coach Rosignol instructing his players, if we don't steal the inbounds pass, then we foul.
Goes off to Robinson. Robinson looking for help on the dribble. Nice bounce inside to Milton. Milton fall away off the glass is no good. Castengray. Van Buren's come back in this game. They've got to do it now. There's Mackey's 3, no good. Rebound by Siwa. Back to Pelletier. Pelletier with the ball now, looking. Now to Mackey. Mackey turns. Off to Pelletier. Pelletier's 3 is no good. Rebound inside by Patrick Beal. Off to BJ. We're under a minute, 41 seconds left. BJ with it. Now to Robinson, and Robinson asks for a timeout. 77-71. Jonesport-Beals leading over the number 1 Van Buren.
I think right now Coach Alley is telling them that we're going to go to the foul line. If we're fouled, we're up 6. We don't need to score. Matt Rosignol on the other side is instructing his kids that they've got to put Jonesport-Beals on the line. But, you know, we're still in a 2-possession ball game here. And with Marquis and Pelletier on the floor, a baseball pass and a 3, and a timeout and a press and a steal and a 3, and you got a tie. So it's important right now that Van Buren keeps their composure. They've got to stop the clock and get Jonesport-Beals to the foul line.
BJ will inbound it in front of the scorer's table. Now it comes right to Knowlton. Knowlton turns back to BJ. BJ's a good ball handler. Now goes to the corner of Patrick Beal. Patrick goes partway in with it. Now it's side of Nathaniel Alley. 26 seconds left. 6-point lead. Seawire is fouling and will go on the line for 1-on-1. Boy, I think the Red Berry teams of Bangor, especially the 59 team, they came in the tournament, they were ready, they were primed. This is the same thing, another timeout being asked for. Well, Matt is trying everything. Chance to set, chance to talk.
Well, he wants to, you know, 24.8, he wants to get his kids primed to get the ball up the floor as quickly as they can. So the easiest thing in the world to do is to look up there and say we're done. They've got some kids that can ring it real quick. You get a 3 here, Joe, and a steal and a 3 off a missed free throw. So, and plus he wants to freeze the shooter here a little bit, which may help. And a lot of coaches like this timeout at the end of a tight game to give the shooter something to think about.
Brian Alley goes to the line. BJ. Patrick Beal stays in the game. Between Patrick Beal and Ira Kelly, they came off the bench to give a helping hand for this Jonesport-Beals effort. And there's their mainstay right there. A good look at BJ. Foul shot is up and good. He doesn't get too excited, does he? 78-71. And you can tell by the crowd behind us if he makes this foul shot. 79-71, 2:24.8 left. Pelletier down with it. Pelletier still on the dribble. Now the Seawire with an outside three. It's no good. Rebound by Patrick Beal. And Beal is being fouled. And it's on Marquis. He's fouled out of the game. It is. Beals and Alleys. You ever heard of them?
Yes, I have. Nate Marquis had a great tournament. There they are congratulating him. You know, I've been impressed with his poise. He had some big hoops for them today. He had 3 or 4 threes go in and out. He'll be back. He's
a junior. And Patrick Beal will go to the line for this Jonesport-Beals team. Patrick is a junior. And checking in, Mr. Brown.
Eric Ayotte is coming in. Castonguay going out. All these kids getting hugs from their coaches. He's proud of them. They were #1 all year till today. They have to be proud of that. Number 12, Joe, for Van Buren is Zachary Cody has come in. And 14, Chris LaJoy.
16.4 seconds left. Daniel Redmond's in the game now. Checking in will be Alan Thibodeau for Jonesport-Beals. And for the Crusaders, Zachary Cody.
Scott Cornell is now in, Joe, for Van Buren.
Patrick Beal with a 1-on-1. He misses the clock starts. He doesn't. He looks up. He looks up at his admiring crowd. 80-71. It's been a long uphill battle, but they're here. And it's going to be interesting to see them in the state finals again. As the Jonesport-Beals has weaved their magic, and they'll get the ball out of bounds. As Alan Thibodeau will put the ball in play. And still another substitute will come in. This will be Dwight Alley. Dwight Alley, the freshman. And Patrick Beal leaves.
It's a good move by Kyle Webb, the official, to notify the scorer. The ball was almost in play, and he stopped it so the kid could get in.
Thibodeau gets the ball into Blackwood. Now the ball goes in the right-hand corner. It's Daniel Redmond putting it up and in. 82-71, and when you're hot, you're hot. Long shot at the buzzer, goes over everything. 82-71. Jonesport-Beals has won yet another Eastern Maine tournament. And I think this will go down as one of Audie's best, because they weren't expected to win this when they came in. But boy, with the semifinal game against Deer Isle Stonington, they played so well, and you knew that everything was kind of coming together. And tonight, or this afternoon, this morning, just this afternoon.
Yeah, and you know, as you said right at the beginning, BJ gets a lot of publicity with this team, but Josh Knowlton has worked so hard. I've been doing this a long time, and this kid has a nose for the ball on the offensive glass, like as good as anybody you want to see at the high school level. He crashes the board so well.
As both teams exchanged handshakes at the sidelines. Well, Matt Rosignol did an outstanding job to get his team here, as he's in line shaking as well. And just a class act, as Jonesport-Beals will now be the champion, dethroning Deer Isle Stonington and knocking off the #1 team, Van Buren. And the epilogue is?
Well, we have 3 #1 seeds here today. Camden Rockport will be in here this afternoon. Washington Academy in here tonight. It's tough wearing the white jerseys. Van Buren had a great year. They had a great run here.
Jonesport-Beals beat Hyde 74-59 back in '93, and they haven't been in it since. But now in '98 they are. Robinson takes off the nets at one end, and BJ Alley owns and takes off the net at the other end. He had an outstanding tournament. If you had an MVP player to look at, I think you'd have to put it to that young man. Number 25 did an outstanding job. Is he excited or what? As the Jonesport-Beals kids get around each other, congratulating on just a fine basketball. We'll be back with the presentations right after this. High school basketball at its best. 2 very fine teams. We saw an exciting. If the other 2 games are like this, Ronnie, this will be just great for us. Outstanding. And now we go to the public address announcer for the presentation awards.
Extremely well. They should be very proud of you, and you of them, for their continuous support throughout the season and your careers. Would Coach Matt Rosignol and assistant coaches John Parent and Brian Hughes from Van Buren High School please come forward to present the runners-up individual awards. Managers Myra Sear, Nick Parent, Robbie Dumont, Tricia Sear, Jerry Rust. Now players, Zachary Cody, Chris Lajua, Eric Iott, Josh Piasek, Phil Smith, Mike Searway, Scott Gorno, Randy Sear, Brian Pelletier, Nathan Markey, Senior Jesse Cormier, Chanel Wright, Senior Kurt Castonier, I got them all. Maine Principals Association Basketball Committee members, Mr. Larry Malone, principal at Southern Aroostook High School, assisted by Mr. Paul Mishu, athletic administrator at Wisdom High School, will now present this plaque to the Van Buren Crusaders, the Maine Principals Association 1998 Eastern Regional Invitational Basketball Tournament runners-up. Congratulations, gentlemen, outstanding tournament. Would Coach Ordy Alley and Assistant Coach Michael Kelly from Jonesport-Beals High School please step forward to present the individual championship awards. Managers Chris Kelly, Patrick Kelly, players Dwight Alley, Ira Kelly, Donald Beal, Patrick Beal, Eric Blackwood, Daniel Redmond, Glenn Libby, Raymond Mills, Joshua Knowlton, Nathaniel Alley, Senior Alan Thibodeau, Senior Heath Urquhart, Senior Brent Davis, Senior James Robinson, and Senior Brian Alley. Maine Principals Association Basketball Committee member, Mr. Paul Mishu, athletic administrator at Wisdom High School, assisted by Mr. Larry Malone, principal at Southern Aroostook High School, will now present the championship plaque to the Jonesport-Beals Royals. The Maine Principal Association 1998 Eastern Regional Invitational Basketball Tournament champions. Outstanding tournament, gentlemen. Good luck in Augusta. Bring back the gold to Eastern Maine. For all Van Buren fans, there will be a reception at 6 p.m.
Again, the final score, Jonesport-Beals winning 82-71. As you see the score right there, an exciting basketball game. And Ron's going to give us the readout on individual statistics.
For Van Buren, in a losing effort, Joe, but a great effort. Brian Pelletier, the heady point guard, had 16. I think a key stat is he did not score in the second half. Jess Cormier, 3 points. Kirk Castonguay had a great floor game, especially in the third period, had 22. Janelle Wright, 1 point. Nate Marquis, 25. Solid effort. Mike Siroir, 8 for a total of 71. On the winning side of the ledger, Jonesport-Beals Royals with 82. Nathan Alley had 2. Josh Knowlton, 21. B.J. Alley, 34. James Robinson, 13. Ray Mills, 3. Patrick Beal, 5. Ira Kelly, 4. And Daniel Redmond had 2 for the winning total, 82. Van Buren, 71. Jonesport-Beals Royals, Eastern Maine Class D champ.
Again, the Royals, as they are now taking time out for the people to take pictures of them. And it's going to be interesting. And they look down at the other end and you see the runner-up trophy with the Van Buren Crusaders.
What do you think of that one, Cap?
More basketball action this afternoon as we start at 1 o'clock with the Class Bs. And then we'll top off this evening with Class Cs. A lot of congratulatories to the fine coach, Audie Alley. Big night big morning, I should say, for B.J. Alley, who had 24 at halftime, ended up with 34. And of course, Josh Knowlton had 21 against Dearl Storrington. He had a total of 18 rebounds, and he must have matched that tonight. Just an outstanding player. I think the only thing, if anything, is just he shoots a little bit hard. Now let's go with the winning coach, Ernie Clark.
All right, I'm here with Audie Alley. Audie, you must never get tired of this.
No, I certainly don't. And I got to tell Ron that I don't mind being related to all the Alleys down there.
Well, actually, I put words in his mouth the other day, to be perfectly honest with you. Today's game, it seemed like you wore them down a little bit. You had a lot of athletic players, jumpers that just seemed to go over the top, get a lot more shots for yourselves.
We, for 3 quarters, I didn't feel as if we was offensive rebounding the way we ordinarily did. And we had run a lot, and the kids were in excellent shape, and I just hoped those last 3-4 minutes might make a difference. And really, the 2 offensive rebounds Josh Knowlton put back in, I think, turned the basketball game. And I knew it was there, but I didn't know whether we were going to catch it before the game's over. But I'm proud of them. They did a great job.
Yeah, B.J. Alley, 34 points to compliment Knowlton's work on the boards. Just talk about his performance this afternoon.
Oh, B.J., I kind of expect him, everybody does, come out for 25, 30 points a game. And he hasn't let us down. And really, the first half, I didn't think he had his regular game. So, but all of the kids, everyone I put in, Pat, when I put Pat in the last of the game, he come on, and every one of them, Jimmy Robinson, every one of them.
What kind of things did you focus on defensively against Van Buren?
Well, basically, we thought Marquis would come outside more, and we'd try to get somebody out, and we tried to concentrate on the little boy coming down, Pelletier, but I didn't have anybody to quite keep up with him. He played a well of a game, but I think stamina probably played a part in the back end of that game. I really do.
Well, listen, Audie, I want to congratulate you on another Eastern Maine championship, and on behalf of Maine Public Television, I want to present you with a videotape copy of today's game to share with the school.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, back to you, Joe.
Thank you very much, Ernie. As the Jonesport-Beals team wins a score of 82-71. And Hallie Knowles' young children are here. And Ronnie, if you can read.
A reminder, Joe, that Championship Saturday continues this afternoon beginning at 1 p.m. here on Maine Public Television.
Thank you very much. Again, the scores: Jonesport-Beals 82, Van Buren 71. Wisdom over Shed in the girls' D 63-43. Joe Gould for Ron Brown, for Ernie Clark. Hope you've enjoyed this morning's session. Come back again, see us at 1 o'clock. We'll have B action for you. Thank you very much.